Did you know there is an open source video generation model that you can download and run as many times as you want on your computer without needing much VRAM? In this video, we are going to see LTX 2.3. Check out some examples and learn the easiest way to install it on your computer. Okay, without any further ado, let's get started. Okay, so for this video, we are going to use Pinocchio. Pinocchio is this platform that is like an app store for open source AI apps. So here you can download applications from video generators, images, audio, and text-to-speech for voice cloning. And so here in Pinocchio, there is also an app that I also talk about in another videos called 12GP. And here, this is the dashboard of Pinocchio. We're just gonna open it. I already have it installed. But first, before you open the app, let's click here in Update at the top to refresh the database and load all the new requirements, including this LTX 2.3 model. We click here on Open Web UI. So we have this interface, which is one of these very basic radio interface, which is typical interface for these open source apps. And here we select the LTX 2 model here on top. So once it's selected, we can see that it has these two tabs, one for the 2.0 model and the 2.3 model, which is the version that we are going to look today in this video. So one of the days of Pinocchio here in 12GP is that every time you download the model, we see this small square, like a white square. That means that the model is already downloaded. So as we can see, I have the depth model, the depth distilled model, and the depth distilled GGUF Q8, which is supposedly for 8 gigabytes VRAM cards. So that's the ratio for these distilled Q models. Okay, so I'm making all these examples using an NVIDIA RTX 3080 with 12 gigabytes of VRAM. Just so you have a reference depending on the machine you already have. So let's do a generation with the text, the prompt that provide here in 12GP. We also see these video controllers. So for example, this depth control, LTX raw format control, but in this case, so we just leave it in blank. And also in the text part, you can generate video with audio, which is an advantage over models like 1.2, which only generates video, but not audio. So let's leave it as we said, without any audio reference. Here we leave based on generated video and text. So we won't have any reference audio in this case. So we just leave it as it is in blank. Okay, I like to do a test first at a lower resolution, like 480p, to also check the timing. So what I do to not take too long making these videos is first do a lower resolution test. And once I have, I'm happy with the result, I increase the resolution. So that's the kind of process I always follow. And as we can see here in the UI, it has the same controls as the previous models. So for this time, we're gonna leave it at 241 frames, which is 10 seconds, as we can see here. If we go down to the advanced mode, this is for applying LoRa's. We can select LoRa's, as you can see here. It has already some loaded by default, which is also from this new version of 1.2GP. It has also this LoRa manager here on top, and it's connected with CivitAI, which is this website where you can download different LoRa's. All right, so let's leave it like this for now and see how long it takes. So we click on generate, doing this video for ATP and 10 seconds. Keep in mind that we are using this distilled model and the LTX 2.3 model. So it's also going to generate also with audio. It's going to be the video and also the audio. So as we can see here in the prompt, it's going to generate also some audio. There are some phrases here. And let's see how is the final result. Okay, so we have here the result. It took about 13 minutes, and let's play it.
That's it. Dad's lost it. And we've lost Dad.
Stop being so dramatic, Jess. He's just having fun. Woo!
Okay, the result is very good. We can download it here on top. Okay, let's do another test using this GGUF distilled model, which is leaving the same resolution, the 480. And then we just click here on generate and wait. How is the distill? How is the result with this distilled GGUF Q8 model? Okay, and here we have our result with this GGUF Q8 model. And let's play it.
That's it. Dad's lost it, and we've lost Dad.
Stop being so dramatic, Jess. He's just having fun.
The result is very similar, but I think the quality looks better in the previous result with the distilled version. As we can see, the audio is very similar as the previous version, but the quality, I think it's better with the distilled model. Okay, and before we continue, if you generate videos, audio, or any AI-generated content, I have some discounts in different platforms at the description of this video. So check it out and grab your discount. Okay, let's continue. Okay, so let's do another sequence. In this case, we just gonna use a logo. We have this logo that I create using Nano Banana. And here we're just gonna type to change the format to 16 by 9, which is an horizontal aspect ratio. And here we have the result. Actually, he did something nice, which is this kind of illustration style on the sides. So we just leave it as it is. And now, starting from this image, we can use actually this frame as the last frame. And here we're just gonna edit, saying to remove all the text in the logo and put it in the middle, and also just put all the props in the middle of the composition. And here we have our result. Nice. So what we're going to do now is to go back to LTX2, actually to 1.2GP, to the LTX2 model, and we upload our frames here, starting with the one without the logo. And here we just put the one with the logo at the bottom. We're gonna choose the steel model. We don't need to put any of this control video process. We just leave it in blank. And here also the soundtrack. Actually, if, for example, if you have an audio that you want the video to follow, you can just upload it here in the audio prompt in the soundtrack. But in this case, we don't have it, so we just leave it empty. And here in the prompt, we're just gonna type an animation of a coffee brand called Chili Sin Carne, with a voiceover saying coffee blend and artisan roast. And we specify that these illustrations. We keep it the same 480p resolution, and we hit generate. Let's see how it goes. Okay, and here we have our result. It took 13 minutes, 36 seconds. Actually, it loaded the model again, and let's play it.
Chili sin carne, with over coffee blend and artisan roast, illustration sin blend and bigger the sin courtenay.
Okay, the result is it's not that good. Actually, I thought it was going to do something better, but anyway, we see that it's not good. I think it's because of the prompt. Probably it was too complicated. The audio actually is just say the prompt as a voiceover. So yeah, let's do another version with a simpler prompt. Okay, and here we have our result. This time it took 2 minutes only because the model was already loaded, and then we just play it. Okay, the result's still not that good. Let's make it just very simple with a simple prompt saying just a transition, and we hit on generate. Okay, and here we have the result. Actually, still, this is not that good doing this kind of animations or illustration. So I wouldn't recommend this model to do that. Okay, let's move on. Let's do now using the same logo, but in this case, we're gonna do something hyper realistic. So we just type here in Gemini saying that put this logo in a coffee bag and that it would be standing as a product shot with a kitchen background, and we can just say that it's hyper realistic, and we hit on generate. Let's see how is this image here in Nano Anan. Okay, and here we have our result. Nice. It even made this couple drinking coffee at the background. And the only thing is the coffee bag is a bit big and the logo is too big. But anyway, we just leave it as it is just to do this example. And now what I like to do is to edit this image. We're going to use this website called labs.google. And here we're just gonna make it to like a zoom out. And the nice thing about this website is that it creates 4 images at the same time. So it's easier for us to choose the final image instead of guessing many shots. So here we have the result. I think this one, it goes very well what we wanted to do. So we can use this as a start frame and then make a kind of like a zoom in into the next image. Okay, so we just download these 2 images and we go back to LTX. So here we upload the 2 images, starting with the one zoom out, and then it goes like a zoom in. And here we just use the same distilled version of the model. And here in the prompt, we just type a couple drinking coffee. And then we just click, we leave the same parameters for 80, and then we just click on generate. Okay, and here we have the result after 2 minutes and 33 seconds. Nice. Okay, the result, it's okay, it's consistent. The only thing is that the table disappeared at the beginning, but the result is it's okay, it's quite decent, and also it takes only 2 minutes. So let's do another version, but in this case, let's do it using only one image, and here we just leave the same settings, and here we just hit generate. Okay, and here we have our result using only one image. Okay, the result is quite kind of weird because the face actually it distort the face a lot. I think it's because it doesn't have a reference of the image as the previous example that we use the start and end frame. So it looks a bit weird. And also at some point, the couple, the man integrates like a melt with the girl at some point. Okay, let's continue. Let's do another version, another sequence using this depth model, which is the one uncompressed, is supposed to be. And here we just use the start frame, and the same, we just leave it with a couple drinking coffee as a prompt, 480, and we hit on generate. And here we have the results. Okay, nice. This result, it's okay, but I think for some reason it distorts the face. It doesn't look that clear. I think it's when you use the start frame, it doesn't have a reference, especially when the people is far from the camera. So that's why it distorts the faces of people when they are far. Part of that, everything is okay. The logo, it's a bit wobbling, like moving in the back, but it's okay, I would say. It doesn't distort the logo that much. Okay, and let's do our last generation using the same dev model, but in this case, we're gonna just do it with the 1080p resolution and see if we can fix the faces. And we click here on generate. Okay, and here is the result. Okay, it's the faces now looks much better, but for some reason it looks like there are two frames one top of the other with this kind of like a opacity, so it's a bit weird. And also it took 20 minutes to do this generation. It's kind of long to do these videos in this higher resolution. Okay, and that's it for this video. If you like it, please thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, send me your comments if you want me to talk about on any specific model, whether it's for AI generated content or even design. I'm very happy to reply to your comments. And if you made it this far, I invite you to watch this other video where I show you how to design logos using AI. click here to watch more. Okay, see you guys next time. Bye bye.